Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Prelude Part 48. In the previous video we, I don't know, well yeah, we had the thing with Cammy, where she learned that she's a vampire or whatever the hell is going on with her. And then there was also the scene with Yuzuha. But mostly we're vibing. Oh wait, was that also the Kuuya stuff? Last video was a long one. There was a lot of stuff happened. Seal through with her wings wrapped around the baby, protecting her.
どうやらフミリルを寝かしつけるときに自分も寝てしまったらしい。毎日の子守で疲れているのだろうな。二人してあどけない寝顔して二人を起こさないようにしないとな。
And then immediately knocks over like a pot or something. Drape a blanket over Ulthy and leave her as quietly as I can. Well, event over. It actually was event over. I fully, it's like, okay, it's not actually going to end there because it's not going to be 4 seconds long. Nope, wrong. I told you things are going to start speeding up. Apparently I was right about that. We went from events being, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh no, is this like going to be her new seduction technique? We're going to slice you down? Toka's sword gracefully slices through the air each time she swings it. Swordsmanship is like an elegant dance, able to hypnotize anyone in an instant. Also, unfortunately, incapable of actually doing big damage. Also, Obro, I forgot you were in this game. You've been MIA for quite some time, buddy.
Yeah. 美しすぎると思ったんだ。戦場での戦いは殺し合うためのものだ。決して綺麗事じゃない。剣技だって突き詰めれば相手を殺すためのものだ。見せて喜ばすには程遠い。
I mean, tools can be used for multiple purposes.
だから何かが違う気がしてな。
確かにそうかもしれないな。だが私はそういう戦いは嫌いではない。いや、その潔さに惹かれる。
After saying that, I quickly pick up some firewood that was off to the side. Yeah, chunk a piece of wood at her. Then throw it at Toka's back and honk. Spins around and delivers one smooth strike that splits the wood in two in air. I was kind of thinking it's like you expect her to turn around and slice it in half, but instead it just beans her right in the back of the head. Throwing wood.
Yeah. 邪魔をしてすまなかったな。
いえ、なんでもなきこと。
お。ん？
A hard sound reverberates through the square as Toka grabs her head and curls up on the ground.
大丈夫か？
何がです？
It did say she cut it in half, right?
何がってすまなかった。まさか破片が落ちてくるとは。
Wait, okay, so we chuck it behind her. And she splits it in two in midair. And she still somehow gets hit by it after the fact? I'm trying to picture the physics in my mind of like how it's gonna like go up that far in the air and then come back straight down and clonk her on the head like 30 seconds later.
Yeah, 大したことではありませんから。それがしとしたことが少々油断をしてしまったようです。
And that's what it sounds like. It's like the piece of wood like boomerang back towards you. Some sort of arcane magic. As she's speaking, Toka unsheaths her sword. However, she appears to panic as her hands nervously shake. The tip of the sword falls from the scabbard and slices her hand. Toka cradles her bleeding hand and curls up again. Oh no.
そうか。
なんでもありません。ほんのかすり傷ですから。
かすり傷って血がダクダク出てるぞ。
それがしとしたことが。
Okay, the first part, that's definitely we can blame on luck. The second part, I don't know if that was you being unlucky. Toka pulls out a cloth, but the wind catches it and it falls to the ground. Then she steps on it when picking it up. Okay, maybe you are cursed. By the end, the cloth is all covered in dirt.
よかったらこれを使え。
しかし、
いいから。
かたじけのございます。
ま、誰にでもこんな時はある。
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't been practicing their swordplay and then somebody... I mean, granted, it's all our fault for chunking a piece of wood behind her back.
今日は薬日のようです。それがしとしたことが。
前から思ってたんだが、それがしとしたことがっていうのは口癖か？いや、今日だけでもう何度も聞いたからな。
Oh, bro, you're gonna get killed.
ん？待てよ。口癖ということは、それだけ何度も言ってるってことだよな。あんた、かなりうっかり者なんだな。
このバカ。誰もが避けて言わなかったことをさらりと言うか普通。
But, like, you know, airhead in a complimentary sort of way.
硬直してる。
I mean, I would never call anyone an airhead. A dork, maybe. Because I think dork is just kind of funny.
うっかり者。それがしがうっかり者。
うっかりといえば思い出すな。まだ敵味方分かれてた頃、橋を落として捕らえられたあれ。まさかうっかりで橋が落ちるとは思わなかったぞ。
おい、こら。
I kind of like double time the music. I watch Toko's reaction as her face goes pale and she starts trembling. Ulthy starts reminiscing about the good old days, so I'm sure he means well. He's making everything worse.
おい、おぼろ。
Okay, the music. You think it's like getting slightly faster every second? Because it does feel like it's getting faster. Like even faster and faster.
その後崖から這い上がってきたのはいいが、うっかりそこは敵陣のど真ん中。
Well, that was just bravery on display.
しかもあそこで一騎打ちを挑むが相手にされず捕まって。
And that was just because you're dishonorable curse.
おバカ。
ん？
Donk!
Dude.
Get donked by the dork. Okay, now I feel bad.
おい、どうか。やれやれ。どうか泣き きぶそ書いてたらまた思い詰めたりしなければいいんだが、しかしこれどうするかな。
We could hit Oboro? Like out of solidarity? I don't know, Toko might be my favorite. He's got great events.
ハウエンクはなぜあのような真似をした？
How have you not noticed that your subordinate is evil?
あのようなこととは？
言わねばわからぬか。なぜエルムイを潰したと聞いておるのだ。あの者たちは傀儡ゆえにもはや戦う力など残っていなかった。抵抗しない者には手を出すなと言ったはずだ。
はあ、なんだ、そのことですか。甘い情けは後々怨恨を残します。そしていずれ正常のお命を狙う資格になるでしょう。なれば元から断ち切るのが道理。
それで一族老頭を皆殺しにしたというのか。
その通りです。すべては正常のためにね。
ハウエンクは殿、正常にその物言いは無礼であろう。
これが僕の喋り方さ。お前たちもよく知ってるだろう。
なんと、ヒエン殿、そなたからも言ってやってくだされ。ヒエン殿？
よい。
I mean, it's really not fine.
しかし、
そなたの言い分は分かった。厳明せなんだ。我にも落ち度はある。
I mean, when you cover up for the murder, you're
不問
like,
とする。
you know, at least on their level.
ではこれにて。
And not just a murderer, like a, you know, I mean, basically genocide.
正常に恐れながら申し上げます。
申してみよ
So I think I would have preferred it her not really seeing a problem with it as opposed to just not caring, or like caring but also not wanting to do any sort of punishment. Because I think that would be a better way to, or like a more interesting angle to explore, like the way seemingly kind people, when they're able to otherize a group, are able to display like incredible cruelty.
正常、今こそ正常のお力で全土を統一すべき時ではありませぬか。
Like maybe lean more into that idea of like the clashing religious beliefs and how that enables people to no longer see others as humans.
いずれまたあのような輩が現れるやもしれません。その時、敵意ある者により腹からに危害が及ぶやもしれません。
But being like, hey, I explicitly told you not to go murder a bunch of people, and then you murder a bunch of people, oh well, you know, it happens. It's my fault. I should have been clear. Like, that feels extremely weak.
ならばこそ、正常のお力でこの全土を統一し、争いのない真の国をお築きになられるべきであります。
へえ、たまにはいいこと言うじゃないか。確かにこの全土を支配するのはどの部族なのかを知らしめるべきではあるね。
ハウエンクは自分たちが目指すべきは統一だ、支配ではない。
同じことじゃないか。
Well, it depends on how the unification is achieved.
違う。
I mean, in theory, you could diplomatically unify. That's not really what they're talking about, but...
違わないさ。
静まれ。世は。
ハウエンクは貴様は民を一つにまとめることと支配することが同じだというのか。
Well, no, I mean, it just depends on your method. If your method is we're gonna march a bunch of robots in there and tell them, hey, you're gonna join us or else, even if they don't fight back, that's still dominating them.
同じさ。僕たちシャクコポルの下で一つになるんだからね。
静まれ。
自分たちは導くのであって支配するわけではない。
それが支配だということにどうして気づかないんだい。
静まれ。
気づかないのではない。貴様がそう思い込んでるだけだ。
Do not break out the big robot.
それは飛燕のことじゃないのかい。
静まれ。御前であるぞ。どうぞお言葉を。
I mean, that's when you, like, at least just arrest him out of anger.
皆の言い分は分かった。だが世は国土を広げるより国そのものを盤石なものとすることが先決と考えている。
Like, come on, if you're callous enough to overlook the murder of a bunch of people you said don't kill, you should be callous enough to be like, I'm gonna put you in prison for annoying me.
ではまだ国は盤石ではないと。
そうだな。少なくとも世はそう思う。今日のところはここまでだ。皆の者下がるがよい。
正常。
正常のお言葉が耳に入らなかったのか。文をわきまえよ。
御意。
世も下がる。しばらくの間誰も近づけるでない。
御意に。
昨夜。
あ、はい。
いつものを頼む。
はい。
お呼びですか。
守備はどうだい。
はい、こちらを。
これだけ壊れにくいといじりがいがあるだろう。頑丈なだけが取り柄なんだから、こんな時くらい役に立ってもらわないとね。さあ、これからどんどん楽しくなっていくよ。分かってるね。動かないのなら動かしてあげればいいんだってこと。
I mean, I guess that's a way. I guess it did seem like a bit of a lost cause to have the dude get killed in a cutscene, or like a missed opportunity. I guess that's a way to have your cake and eat it too. Give him the surprise death, but turn him into a fucking zombie so you can still fight him because he's kind of cool.
はい、任せよ。
楽しく楽しくね。
I'm just saying, if I was ever the head of a country, I'd make maniacal laughter like a capital offense. There's just ain't nobody up to no good when they maniacally laugh, you know?
ベナウィ。
My man is, he's tankering, making locks. Well, the whole Haku making locks thing is kind of weird. Because they never really, like, set that up as a thing he's interested in. They just kind of, like, randomly throw in that he spends a bunch of time making them. Like, 60% of the way through the game, or halfway through, however far we are in. It wasn't that long ago. It was what, during the Carlisle stuff when they first mentioned it?
は、ここに。
Like 30 hours in?
あの子、フミリルの両親とその一族が来るのは明日なのだな。
はい、そのように申し付けてあります。
すまなかったな。侍大将であるお前にあのような役目を頼んで。
Well, I mean, in theory, that's a good thing that you got the general doing kind of mundane tasks.
いえ、相手を威圧するには効果的なことかと。
Because that means there's no military matters to be doing.
侍大将を率いる一団が工場を突きつけに来たんだ。さぞ慌てふためいただろうな。
I mean, that is true. I don't know if you should have shown up with an entourage per se.
はい。いささかお人が悪いと思わせるくらいには。
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's a little exaggerating.
すごかったですぜ。一族の頭が涙と鼻水垂らしながら土下座してきやしてね。
Damn, Benny, what'd you say?
しがみついて命乞いされた時はほとほと困り果てやした
Or
ぜ。
they just do that like immediately. I mean, that's kind of. I'm being a little insulted if you just immediately assumed we're here to like wipe out the village.
ちょっと待て。あの子が無事に両親と一緒にいられるよう威圧するのが目的だったが、いくらなんでもそこまで怯えはしないだろ
う。いえ、その前に散々脅されていたみたいでしてね。何を言われたか知りやせんが、呪いは嫌だとかどうとか。
そいつはもしかして。やれやれ、カルラメ。
大変です。
I don't quite know what Carlisle would have told them.
ウルトリー様を探しているんですけど、どこにもいないんです。フミリルちゃんの姿もどこにもなくて。
ああ。
そうか。
そうかって、どうしてそんなに落ち着いてるんですか。二人のことが心配じ
ゃ。なんとなくこうなる気はしていた。
白オロさん。
行くぞ、ベナミー、クロ。
は。
I mean, you know, I still feel like Ulthy is like more on the right here. Because like even if you buy that there were extenuating circumstances of why they couldn't keep the kid, I don't think you get to just relinquish your kid like that and then show up and be like, ooh, okay, now I can take care of the kid. I have a right to have them back.
ウィス。
行くってどこへ。
すでに手は打ってやる。気の毒だが、いくらウルトでも赤子を抱いて逃げ切れ
Because
る。
at some point you got to think about what's best for the kid, and clearly staying with Ulthy is what's best for the kid. You know, I mean, she's completely attached to him, in a better position, and more importantly, you know, whatever you think about like the parents and their extenuating circumstances, the fact that they were willing to basically abandon the kid for their own benefit, even if those circumstances have changed and they could take care of the kid again, that's like a black mark against you.
カルラ、お前も一緒に来るのだろう。
Like at least when it comes, because you know, I would even agree that it was probably the correct thing to do. I mean, it's better to give the kid to, I mean, it's rude as hell to just drop them off the way they did, but in theory, arranging an adoption is probably the better thing in a situation where you can't take care of the kid at all, which would presumably they wouldn't be able to do. But at the same time, they could have just moved somewhere else. Like, yeah, they'd have to start somewhere fresh. And it would be hard, but...
カルラさん。
あの聡明なウルトがこうも身を焦がすとは。エルル、情愛とは母とは美しくも悲しいものなのだな。
白オロさん。
I think if nothing else, they should have to go through like a probation, you know? They gotta like come up to the palace a few times a week for like a year. And if they demonstrate they can be good parents, then they can have the kid.
ここまで来れば、もう。
Because like compare the situations. Ulthy, willing to throw away basically everything for the kid. Like, that's what she's basically doing by attempting to run away here. Whereas the biological parents, well, you know, we'll just pawn them off on someone so that we can go back to our normal lives. Because it would cause too much trouble for us if they found out that, like, we had a secret kid across village rivalries. Like, come on.
大丈夫ですよ、フメリル。何があっても、あなたはマーマが守りますから。
随分と勝手な言い草だな。
It's really not. It's like the exact opposite of selfish, and it's kind of pissing me off the way they're like pretending she's doing the wrong thing.
そんな、どうしてもう。
まだ気づかないか。
まさか結界。
そうだ。あんたはただ同じ場所をぐるぐると回っていただけだ。普段のあんたならこんな技には引っかからなかっただろうが、愛は盲目か。あんたほどの女がな。
申し訳ありません。ここから先はお通しできません。
追いかけっこはここまでだ。もうここから逃げることはできん。
どうしてですか。どうしてそっとしておいてくれないのですか。私はただこの子と静かに暮らしたいだけなのに。
その気持ちわからんでもない。
I mean, nah, you shouldn't.
兄者の命令は
Nobody's orders are absolute.
ならばあんたに何と思われようが構わん。俺は兄者に従うまでだ。
白オロ様の嘘です。あの方がそんなことを。白オロ様もこの子を愛してくださってます。それなのにそんなことを言うはずがありません。
兄者には兄者の考えがある。
嘘です。
いや、本当だ。
白オロ様。
その理由はウルト、あなたが一番よく知っているのではなくて。
No, don't let the kid grow up with somebody who like loves and devotes them. No.
カルラ。
確か子を返す約束をし
But like she didn't.
その約束は
She clearly went back on it like immediately. I mean, even one thing, like I said, the situation makes more sense if it was like the parents were, please, can you take care of our kid for 6 months? Please, just 6 months. But like, that's not what they did. The mom says, hey, can you bless my kid? And then fucking runs away at Mach 8. And is like, never shows up again. Hell, the only reason they're even in the picture is because we're searching for them. It's not even like she shows up like a few months later and is like, hey, please, can I have my kid back? The parents don't care. Or else they would be trying to do something. They're not doing anything. If anything, we're the ones forcing them to take the kid back.
いつまでだだっこしてますの?
You guys are the ones that are acting spoiled.
すみません。私がもっと早く相談してたら。
I'm crashing out, man.
ならなかったのに。エルルのせいではありませんわ。これはウルト自身の問題だから。
Because like, there's one valid argument, which is that like if we were to argue the biological mother like cared about the kid, which so far there's no fucking proof of that, because they ain't shown up. But like, if it was a situation where she showed up after a few months and was like, hey, I've resolved my issues, please, can I have my kid back? There's like a real angle you could attack that from, of that the mother also deserves some level of happiness, right? But you don't get to just abandon your kid and then feel entitled to have them back over the objections of the person who stepped up and actually took care of the kid in your absence. Like, they haven't provided a single compelling reason for why Ulthy should give the kid back. They just keep saying you're being childish, you're being childish.
さあ、その子。
The moment Carla holds out her hand, feels like the very air around Ulthy is trembling. A shockwave blasts us all, threatening to rip us to shreds.
やってくれますわね。カルラさん、大丈夫ですか？
くそ、なんだこの揺れは。
まさかウルトリー殿。
Ground splits open and several stone pillars jut up from the fissure.
これはまた。
まさかこれってお姉様、こんなの使っちゃダメ。誰？私からこの子を奪うのは誰？
ウルト。
Like, I'm just having a hard time seeing her as the bad guy here. The one that I think you could make an argument that maybe summoning the fucking God's wrath while you're holding the child is a little dangerous, but Ulthy is no longer her usual loving and compassionate self. It's as if all of her love has been inverted into pure hatred.
お姉様。 カルラ姉様。だからあなたって大好き。今のあなた、とっても素敵ですわよ。カルラ姉様。さあ、始めましょうか。
Like, now you're being like, you're gonna fight her for the kid? Like, are you fucking stupid?
いけません。彼女は目的を忘れています。
They're just obsessed with being right, not with like Nobody's talking about the kid. It's pissing me off.
それって
Like, nobody seems to actually give a shit about what's best for the kid.
やめろ。くそ。なんだ。頭が。止めなければ。頭割れる。
Like, you're gonna attack her? Are you crazy?
返して。
やめろ。
返して。私の。
やめろ。
返して。私たちの。
やめろ。
おじさま。おじさま、お願い、お姉様たちを止めて。このままだと大変なことになっちゃう。
やめろ。
渡さない。この子は渡さない。ああ。
やめろ。進まれ。
白オロさん。
なんだ。私は今何を。いや、それよりウルト正気に戻ったか。
She's not the one being crazy.
いや、この子は
ウルト。
来ないで。来ないでください。この子を愛しているんです。この子と一緒にいたいんです。白オロ様はこの子がお嫌いなのですか？
大好きだ。私をパーパと呼んでくれた。嫌いなはずがないだろ
う。でしたら
ならばこそ本当の親に返すべきだ。この子のためを思えばこそ両親のもとへ。
That argument doesn't make any fucking. That's what you should have been saying from the start, but it still doesn't make any fucking sense. Because once again, the parents didn't reach out to us. We had to reach out to them.
その子を失うことが辛いのなら、その母親の気持ちも痛いほどわかるだろう。
I don't know, she seemed to have a pretty fucking easy time doing it.
この子の母親は捨てたくて捨てたのではない。そうしなければこの子の命が危なかったからだ。
I mean, there's another option besides stay in village and give child to random person on the street.
す すでに問題は解決した。
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you could make this work, but they've picked like a really bad way to frame it. Like, I think of several different ways to have this idea of getting attached to the adopted kid, but then the real parents come back into the picture, and then that dilemma between having to part with the kid that you've grown so attached to in this period of time. But they have done nothing to make it seem like the kid would be better off with the parents, or that the parents had a good reason for giving up the kid in the first place.
二度とこの子が母親から奪われるようなことはないだろう。ウルトリー、この子はお前が手渡すんだ。
Because it's just like, it really should have been that the parents themselves like resolve the issue and then show up. Because if that was the situation, if it was like in between times the parents work really hard to resolve the like dispute between their clans, and then they show up jointly to be like, hey, we would really like our kid back. We know what we did was messed up. Handing it over to you. We just really thought it was for the best at the time, but now we're able to take care of her. We know it's kind of a shitty thing to do, but please let us have the kid back. If that's the way it was framed, this would be way more understandable. And you could more easily see Ulthy as being unreasonable. But as it is, she seems completely reasonable in her actions. Maybe shouldn't have summoned the wrath of God while you're holding the kid. That may be a little dangerous. Which maybe I thought that's what they were gonna try and frame it, as like she's letting her emotions get the better of her and she's endangering the kid, but they're not even saying that.
本当にその子を愛しているのなら、その手で。
Because I thought that's what they were going for. Was they were setting up that she was gonna like either scare the kid, or that like the way she's like destroying the environment was going to endanger the kid, and that would be like her moment of realization.
アクオロ様。
できるな。
はい。
Yeah, this is the one plot point I think is kind of poorly executed. I think it's an interesting idea, but the execution is not there. Because prior to this, I mean, the only other thing I really kind of disliked is I didn't like the way Carlisle handles her brother at all. I feel like that was kind of silly. And this one is very similar, where I just feel like the characters aren't acting logically. At first, her mother is hesitant to approach, but then her instincts take over and she hugs her child tightly.
もう二度と手放してはなりませんよ。
I still think they should be put on parental probation. They can come over on the weekends and hang out with the kid, and then, I don't know, when the kid's like 8, the kid can make the choice of who they want to live with.
はい。なんとお礼を申し上げたら、このご恩は決して忘れません。
Because you know what this is? This is fucking Air Bud, man. It's one of those where, I'm sorry, you abandoned the dog. You lose rights to the dog. That's the way it works, okay? You don't have any ownership. You abandon your ownership, and it's up to the kid to decide. We're gonna stand equal distance from them, and whoever the kid crawls toward, that's who gets the kid. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that movie since I was like 8 or something, but I'm pretty sure they do that shit, right? Where it's like the original owner comes back and is like, "Hey, that's my dog. That's my basketball playing dog. I'm the legal owner of the dog," and then they do the thing where they have to like stand equidistant, and Air Bud gets to decide who he belongs to. That's what they should do.
数々の非礼を働いたというのに、このようなお心遣い、本当にありがとうございました。
Nah, fuck y'all. Once again, if you had been the ones to reach out to us, maybe. But we had to go send fucking Carl out to track you down. And then we had to be the ones to resolve your issues. Like, I don't...
私は何もしておりません。
What the fuck are you talking about? They did nothing!
思いが
Other than fuck. Lots of people do that shit. It doesn't mean anything.
喋ったよ。
この子
Oh, you're gonna fucking... Alright, you could summon the wrath of God on these. they're pissing me off.
ああ、やっぱりわかるんだな。
No, if Ulthy, if she wigged out and killed them, I'd be like, that's understandable, girly. You know how fucking pissed I would be? Mama. While calling for her mother, the baby waves her arms in the air, reaching towards. For a moment, Ulthy's body stiffens. Hands are gripping her own clothes so tightly her knuckles are pure white.
それでは私たちはこれで失礼します。本当に
ありがとうございました。
They're not even like, oh, we're gonna bring the kid by on the weekends as thanks. You know, do you still want to be part of the kid's life? Honestly, fuck these parents, man. They're oblivious. They put themselves above the kid. They're pissing me off. Inconsiderate, churlish.
フメリ、その子を大切に、親子仲良く力を合わせて暮らすのですよ。
はい。
さようなら。さようなら。私のフメリル。
Or, you know, another way they could have framed it is that, like, we just found the kid. Like, maybe the kid got, like, lost somehow, and then we find it, and then the biological parents come by, and it was like, oh no, we, you know, some sort of accident happened, and we got separated from the kid.
Yoku. 耐えたな。辛い思いをさせてすまなかった。
いいのです。心の中ではこうしなければならないことは分かってましたから。
I think that was my earbuds bugging out. Like, if the audio just like got completely garbled there, I think that's just on my end. Feels like there's like some interference or something. That or they're like about to die. I haven't, since it's still early in the morning, so I'll probably try and go and get some super glue to at least patch up my headphones until I can get some new ones, because I think I can at least like just super glue them back together for the time being.
白オロ様には感謝しています。こうしなければ私一生後悔していました。これで良かったのです。
ウルト、もういいんだ。もう我慢する必要はない。よく耐えた。辛かったろう。
I open my arms and gently embrace Ulthy. I gently stroke her hair the same way a loving father would to soothe his daughter. She cries through her pain and sadness. She pounds her clenched fists against my chest like a spoiled child.
後悔したっていい。それでもあの子と一緒にいたかったのに。返して。返して。
She is not, in this moment, her usual serene and wise self. She's now a mother, breaking down after losing her beloved daughter.
ウルト、あの子は決してお前のことを忘れたりはしない。たとえ大きくなって記憶から失われたとしても、そのぬくもりと香りはいつまでも覚えている。ずっとだ。
Well, despite all my complaints about the framing of the event, that is a very powerful ending scene, at least. I just wish the characters were more considerate. Like, I don't know. It just feels like everyone's being a dick to her for no reason. Like, she's the one being fucking unreasonable. When, like, really, it's unreasonable for the parents to show up out of nowhere and be like, hey, can I have my kid back? Which, I mean, granted, that's not even what they did. We basically had to take them by the fucking nose and be like, hey, take your kid back. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, we're totally gonna love and cherish it. Fuck off. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.